If you want your sports podcast funny and real,
JB and Betty Blue Review, and ooh, the Valley hot, baby.
Tune in to the former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges and Benny Blue for the JB and Benny Blue Review.
Benny, check this out, man.
Pow.
I ain't rocking nothing but Valley Boys Association all summer, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Zach and Cody, baby.
Uncensored. Late nights here on the Casual Sports Radio Network.
People, episode 234 of the JB and Benny Blue Review, and fresh off of his trip from San Diego, aka a whale's vagina.
A whale's vagina, you know what I'm saying?
Jeremy,
yes.
Eugene, Bridges,
it's the most beautiful city in America, you know what I'm saying? That is a fact. San Diego means a whale's vagina, you know what I'm saying? It does. It's big. It's wet. What up? It's deep. Sean Sprague, how you doing?
He's with us last week as well, our guy Sean.
Always a pleasure, you know what I'm saying, my guy. We're going to play some golf, man. The weather's getting nice. We'll get out and play some golf, man. All right, yeah, man. You know how it goes down, man. I'm back in the desert, man. You know, so I've been back for quite a while. I got back on actually Friday afternoon last week. Just been kind of moving and shaking, handling some business. I've been off work for the last 3 days. I'm going back tomorrow. I'm kind of excited about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, get back into some uniform, routine type, whatever. Like, you know, it just gets weird, you know what I'm saying, when you ain't doing your thing. I got you, brother. I got you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do our thing, bro. If you ain't following us, man, follow us on, you know what I'm saying, at JB and Benny Blue, you know what I'm saying, for all social media platforms and TikTok. I have to put and TikTok, you know what I'm saying, because I don't fuck with TikTok right there. But we got one, all right? And we be putting content on there, you know what I'm saying, so we do our thing, you know what I'm saying. Follow us on our individual IGs at 73KingJB73. All right, what's good with it? What up? And, of course, at Benny Blue Eyes, you know what I'm saying. My dog, it's always been at Benny Blue Eyes, you know what I'm saying. Get with him now, you know what I'm saying. Get with us, we get with you, maybe. All right. Hey, you know what? I live in the desert. You know what I'm saying? We live stream right here from Phoenix at casualsports.com, man. Shout out to Earl, Ed, Javon, the whole crew. And, of course, Money Making Mitch, you know what I'm saying, who joined our show, you know what I'm saying, as a specialist, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Doing a lot of great things for us, you know what I'm saying? But check us out, casualsports.com, right here in the desert. You still want to hear this melodious voice, you know what I'm saying? You still want to hear Benny's actual, you know what I'm saying? $1. We'll get that for you. All right, patreon.com/JB and Benny Blue. You've been subscribing to OnlyFans long enough and getting nothing but
the feet pics. Come on now.
You've been getting nothing but pictures of bitches in their drawers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can get that on their Instagram and their Twitter page, you know what I'm saying? They got you. They scammed you. But it's okay. We ain't going to scam you. We're going to give you this hot content, you know what I'm saying, for that $1 hot, you know what I'm saying, on patreon.com/JB and Benny Blue. Cardinal fans, all right, get 10% off your Bird Gang all day unisex shirts. Of course, you know what I'm saying, use the code BG at checkout, you know what I'm saying, jbandbillyreview.com/store. Again, Bird Gang all day unisex shirts, hoodies, all that, you know what I'm saying, 10% off, BG at checkout. We got you, you know what I'm saying, we know we got you, okay? Yep. The Burning Business Podcast, you know what I'm saying, was last night. I got to apologize for. We do live stream Tuesday nights. My producer, Johnny Yu, has a bouncing baby boy, you know what I'm saying, as well as beautiful baby girl, but the bouncing baby boy is young. And he went to acting the fool last night, so Pops had to kick in the high gear. He had to kick in the high gear and handle family business, you know what I'm saying? So he went to do his thing, all right? But we do live stream every Tuesday night, you know what I'm saying, the Burning Business Podcast, courtesy of course, the AAT Sports _, which on Twitter and on Instagram, it's going to be the same thing. And, of course, the AAT, they're all about the birds, the AAT. But on YouTube, it's going to be the AAT Sports Media Network.
Oh, you're bringing it to YouTube.
Media Network, because this is where you can see most of our shows there, you know what I'm saying, of course, the live streams, right? So, again, the AAT Sports Media Network on YouTube. Subscribe to that, man. Tell your friends about us, as we like to say, with our own podcast here, man. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, check us out Tuesday nights, all right?
Yes.
What else we got here? You want to buy a car?
Let's pay some bills first. Boy, you gotta be looking good in the car.
I'll tell you what. So you want to look good in the car? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We shout out to our guys Zach and Cody, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's getting to be that time of year. What's popping with the new package, kids? You know what I'm saying? We got to get right. I see y'all making moves.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I see y'all making moves. It's hoodie season. We definitely need some hoodies. Valley Boys Association Clothing. Go to valleyboysassociationclothing.com. Use code podcast22 for 20% off your order at checkout. Again, all right, we're going to go to valleyboysassociation.com. Use podcast22 for 20% off your entire order at checkout. These cats got some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wearing it right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually am.
I am. It's just comfortable as hell, man.
But, you know, hey,
Loving
my man got it on right now. You know what I'm saying? Always rocking. That's how we do. All right, you want to buy a new whip? While you wearing your Valley Boy shit, you want to look good in your new whip? All right, it's timtobuy.com. You know what I'm saying? Looking for pre-owned vehicles, new vehicles, don't matter. Text review to 515-444-7003 at It's Tim to Buy on Instagram, man. Check this cat out, man. You be holding up the belt before you know it. That means you got a new whip, man. That means you got a new whip, baby. That's what it means, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, Benny.
Get it to them. Yeah, man. Listen, coming up, we got a lot to talk about. Week 6 recap. What we've learned so far, JB, in the 2022 season.
Knowledge is power.
Week 7 picks, I should say week 7 picks, and new music reactions. Shout out to our guy Perks Tapping, and we're gonna be playing his song here at the end of the show.
Yes,
listen, sponsorship, interviews, new music, or hate mail. You know what to do. JB and Benny Blue Review at gmail.com. And like our guys who've been following in, if you have a comment or a question at any point during the show, I don't give a damn what platform you're watching on, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram, please drop it in. We will get to it over the course of the show. I promise you. Well, listen, man. It's been quite the week. Been quite the week of some foosball. You're gonna see our guy Mitch dumping in here every so often on this episode. But right now we gotta get to some shit. The goddamn BG man. What the hell going on with the BG man with some Week 6 recap? Out there flopping in Seattle, 19-9. Cliff is out here saying he's coaching for his job. He's considering play calling changes. Dr. Bridges, you are the future GM of the Arizona Cardinals, whether you like it or not. Is the seat officially hot?
The seat been hot. Seat been hot. I told you guys probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago there was a conversation that was had between Kime or Mikey B, you know what I'm saying, and Cliff, that, you know what I'm saying, if you don't shit, you gotta get out the pot, right? And I think they just advised him to say, you know what, pass that fucking clipboard and become a coach, right? Start delegating, start having more time to think about decisions that need to be made head coach wise, right? Thinking about making a play calling change, you should have did this shit goddamn last year in the middle of the season, right? I've been saying pass that clipboard for damn near as long as you've been coaching the Cardinals. Look, man, it's nothing wrong with taking a step back and saying, I might not be as good as something as I thought I was, right? Reevaluate that shit, right? You got great offensive minds around you, great young offensive minds you can collaborate with, bounce ideas, but see, the great offensive minds got to be able to say, hey, man, this shit whack. We shouldn't be doing these fucking bullshit-ass throws behind the line of scrimmage and Rondell. This motherfucker should be running 45 yards down the field, dragging a safety and a cornerback with him so we can hit this cat in the middle, right? You know what I'm saying? This cat over, you know what I mean? Like, we got so many weapons. It's so easy to just pick defenses apart, right? But when you ain't going north or south, you're not being aggressive, you don't have that aggressive mindset, we're just wasting our talent, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, you better consider play calling changes. Your ass going to be out the door. All right, we won't give a damn if we just extended you or not, right? Money, look, and one thing about the NFL, yeah, the cap matters, but there's always going to be money to be made. And if he's hurting the team, which he is doing right now, right, then there's changes that have to be made. And he ain't willing to make those changes, and there's one change that we can make. Out the door, right? Jazz on Fresh Prince style, you know what I'm saying?
Thrown out of the door, goddammit. Yeah, man, it's just, I don't, you watch the tape and watching some of Kyler's decisions, and the odd thing is, like, they have some playmakers on defense that are really showing some true motor, and even if they're not necessarily making the play, they're in or around the play. Mm-hmm. So like with Zaven Collins and the young boy Majai Sanders, the rookie, right. Actually showed some good stuff as well. I know they're having the issues with Prater injured. I know they signed the old spectacles, Rodrigo Blankenship.
They got him. I mean, look, and good. I feel way more safe at kicker with him being there, right? You know what I'm saying? He can make some kicks. You know what I'm saying? Hop ain't, he's back. Ain't no he's coming back. He's back. All right. And Robbie Anderson coming to the team is phenomenal. I'm sorry. All right. That's a great pickup. All right. But so we got another weapon. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Hollywood went down for a little bit. They hope it's not career ending. I'm not career, but season ending. But it's serious. You know what I'm saying? At least serious enough for him to miss 6 to 8 weeks of football. So, I mean, hopefully he can return for the playoffs. But we got weapons, right? We know we got weapons. We've always known we've had weapons. Let's start to get the ball to these weapons, right? Excuse me. Robbie Anderson being there just literally open up the playbook some more, right? So, come on, man. Like, we got to be aggressive mindset. And Cliff, for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if his mind goes back to Scottsdale on the weekends, you know what I'm saying? But you got to stay focused on football, man. You can't be thinking about what you're doing after the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to stay focused on football.
I mean, you know, looking at their schedule, you know, they got the Saints this week. And then if I'm not mistaken, is there bye week? The bye week is next week, correct or no?
Check that out. But I ain't even looked, man. To be honest, man, I've been kind of kicking back on my Cardinals lately. Just you know, I've been way too engaged. And
I guess the point that needs to be made is, if they get D-Hop. If they have Diop and they have Robbie Anderson, what is the point in your mind of no return where it's like, yo, Cliff, you that house in Scottsdale, stay there. Like what's the deal there?
If we can't put points on the board, Robbie Anderson, Hop, you know what I'm saying, Ertz, right? Rondale, when you know what I'm saying, right now, Ito Benjamin, I'm glad they got a chance to see him run the ball because this kid he's nasty, right? And he's gonna be a valuable weapon for us. Hand the ball off to him. Every time he touches the ball, he gets stronger. Connor coming back off injury. If we can't get the ball in the end zone, man, and the questionable play calling comes in the red zone and on third downs. Those are drive killers all day. You leaving points on the field, and you're not converting first down. So now you kicking and punting. Like, come on, man. No QB change. Kyler is worthy. He's worthy. He can play ball. He's been a winner on every level of football he's been on. Put him in a position to be successful. He's an aggressive football player. He's not one of these cats that goes east and west. He wants to go downhill. Let him go downhill. We good with Kyler.
Right. You got to maximize the talents. And thank you, Mitch. So they're hosting the Saints and then they got Vikings in week 8. So it's an interesting stretch. They got the Rams coming up. They have the Seahawks again. And listen, people, if you want an objective view of the state of the Bird Gang that Mitch and I did. Mitch, thank you. The bye week is week 13 for the BG, so that will be a very telling week at that point, depending on how this goes. Run back our last episode on our YouTube channel, episode 233, for a non-objective look at the state of the Bird Gang.
These cats, so these two cats, you know what I'm saying, I have no emotional ties like I do, right? Damn it.
By the way, let the record show that is this the 19th, so it must have been 2 days ago, October 17th. What is your personal record for breaking out Drunk Barney? We got to talk about that. When's the earliest Drunk Barney showed up in the history of the show?
So you got to think about it like this, though. This is episode, 244?
234.
234, right? So Drunk Barney, I got Drunk Barney from you and Kev, right?
Did that come out in the Josh Rosen season? Did that come out early in the Rosen season?
Yes, it did. But
earlier than this?
It didn't. No, it didn't come out this early, right? It probably came out game 8 or 9, maybe 10.
Barney got the shakes.
But Barney, look, Drunk Barney. But that's how I was feeling, man. Look, Benny, when I tell you I didn't even watch the game, bro, I probably watched 3 snaps of the game, dog.
Oh no!
I was out chilling with the young homies. You know what I'm saying? We went into a little spot and had a couple beers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Four Peaks Pub. You know what I'm saying? Tempe, and then we went to fucking Top Golf and we just swinging the clubs and shooting shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't watched one fucking play. I just couldn't do it, man. Then when I found out the score, because one of my boys, you know what I'm saying, from the gym, old Zane, he's a fucking Seattle fan. He started sending me fucking memes of suck it, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, come on, man. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Here you go. This is what you do. It's not permanent. But notice the caption. This is what you do to me. All right. This is what you guys do to me, you motherfuckers.
Well, check them out. You know me, B.I.G. for the damn Drunk Barney. Goddamn it! All right, we're gonna get to more of the Brigand later, but that's a nice little assessment of where they're at currently. JB, the Jets fly into Green Bay and they beat the Packers 27-10. They moved to 3-0 on the road. JB, are the Jets officially the official ashy to classy team of 2022, baby.
No, because the Packers fucking suck right now, right?
But the Jets have been trash for so long.
But I watched that game, right? You know what I'm saying? And so there's so many holes in the Jets and what they're doing. And their defense is fucking ass tight. Don't get me wrong, right? The defensive backfield doing well. The front seven nasty as shit. But that goddamn quarterback they got is still horrible, right? That kid is trash. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they got a couple weapons that can do some things for them. But that defense being opportunistic is what's really keeping them in games. And the Packers just play like shit, man. Right? I mean, it was really bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was ugly. So, yeah, they're doing good things right now. But, see, there's going to come a turning point in this season, right? The Giants 5-1, the Jets 4-2, right? Who else balling right now? You know what I'm saying? So the Eagles, you know what I'm saying? The Eagles right now undefeated, right? You know what I'm saying? They're rightfully they're earning that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I give them that. There's going to come a turning point in this season where there's going to be some adversity with a lot of these teams, the Jets being one of them, right? They're going to lose a couple key players. It's going to happen. I'm not wishing on anybody. It's going to happen, right? And then they're going to go right back to shit.
They're going to need a little bit of lotion is what you're saying.
Right, yeah. They're going to level back off. Yeah, they're going to level back off to reality, and then we'll see how they go after some adversity, you know what I'm saying, when it gets down to, you know what I'm saying, December. Like, you know, it's late November and December, you know what I'm saying, when it's nut cutting time. So we're going to see how it goes. I'm not going to crown their ass yet. Word to Denny Gray, the late Gray.
Hey, that's a hell of a quote. Hey, listen, you know, they're 4-2 right now, 3-0 on the road, and it may very well stay that way, Dr. Bridges, because they're going into Russell Wilson's Let's Ride Broncos this week, and they might slide up in my house and get themselves a W. You know what I'm saying?
This is where they're going to get their ass whooped. This is where they're going to get exposed, right?
Oh, you think this might be the game?
This going to be the game where they get exposed right here. All they got to do. And I said, you know what I'm saying, one of the snippets we talked about Russell Wilson, the Broncos, and what they need to do for him. All they got to do is go back and look at a little bit of tape to see exactly what made him successful and start to implement things like that. He will show up and he will show out, right? Right now, doing dropbacks and all this, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, the offense for him, it ain't catered to him. It ain't for him. And he's not that guy that's just going to open his mouth and be like, look, man, let me do this and we'll be better, right? He's just going to kind of roll with it and try to, you know what I'm saying, be team guy and so on and so forth. But too many weapons, bro. Too many weapons. This is going to be the game right here. And we'll talk about it a little later in our picks.
Well, by the way, reviews, if you saw our promo video for tonight's episode, I put up the clip of Russell staring at a check down 10 yards ahead of him, wide open, and he takes the sack. So, Russ, stop overthinking it, baby. Make the play.
Yeah, his confidence is down, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like he's a fish out of water, right?
No. Talking about confidence is not down, Dr. Breeze. Your EAGLES Eagles beat the thing up with them Cowgirls. I mean, them Cowboys make a little bit of comeback with Cooper Rush, but it's not enough. Sunday Night Football, 26-17, and they stay undefeated at 6-0 with 12 games to go on their schedule. JB, where we got to be honest, where are the losses? Where are the losses coming?
Attitude reflects leadership. So you know what I'm saying. So their coach, man, this cat is fiery. He ain't taking no shorts. He ain't taking no prisoners. He wants them to be in attack mode at all times, and this is the way they play football. They're talented enough, and we see that. There ain't no flaws in Philly right now. There's no flaws, right? And to everybody that thought Jalen Hurts wasn't that guy, shame on you, right? Shame on you. This kid's a winner. He's disciplined. Put him in the offense we can flourish, which they're doing, right? And the kid's going to do his thing, right? You know what I'm saying? So, man, like – I don't see no flaws in Philly right now, man. So we're gonna look at a real high record for them. The question is, when is going to when are they gonna get a slap of that, a nice big piece of that Claude and Ray humble pie? You know what I'm saying? That humble only pie. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna hit them, because it's gonna hit them at some point, right? It's gonna hit them at some point. They're gonna come. There's gonna be some sort of adversity they have to face. How are they gonna overcome that?
Right, exactly, and that may come, like you kind of alluded to, that may come in the form of, when you see with other teams in the form of injuries. They got a bye week this week, then they're hosting the Steelers at the Texans, hosting the Commanders at the Colts.
I mean, goddamn.
Hosting the Packers, Titans, at Giants.
I mean, goddamn. They might fuck around and go 17-0. You know what I'm saying? Perfect season? Could be, right? Could be. We'll see.
Mitch's Titans, December 4th. They're hosting the Titans. Honestly, man, I'm gonna be real. It's a weird thing. I did not think I was gonna say this coming into the season, JB. I'm excited to see them play the Giants.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
the NFC East is cracking. The NFC East is cracking right now. You know what I'm saying? The NFC East is cracking right now. So I thought that the Cowboys game was going to be a better game than it was. And the Cowboys made some mistakes, you know what I'm saying? They can't, the Eagles capitalized. But, yeah, the Giants, again, another fiery coach, you know what I'm saying, who's letting his boys attack downhill. He don't have the talent that Philly got, to be honest, right? Especially a receiver, right? They got a quarterback that can play as long as you put him in position to be successful, right? The kid, Daniel Jones, he's not a bum, right? He can play ball. Right, but you got to put him in position to be successful. He's not this cat that can just drop back 30 times a game and throw the ball down the field. He's not that guy. He's got to move around a little bit. Right? Yeah, he's got to move around a little bit.
Of your story.
Yeah. And then plus that offensive line ain't thick like that, right? So you got to motherfucking make sure, you got to make sure, you know what I'm saying? That you got to make sure that the offensive line is moving a little bit, helping them, keeping them D-line from pinning their ears back, you know what I'm saying, just going full speed ahead, you know?
Things you say about a woman and the offensive line. I can't think like I thought you was. Survey says 100 points. All right, there it is. And finally, with some recap, it's a mafia. I was texting a bunch of people. I told you, friends who are watching the show, ask about this show, ask if we're going to talk about, I have friends who text me, are you going to talk about this in the show? I told you, MFs, Josh Allen revenge tour. I told you they win 24-20. There's a Bills Mafia run the AFC now. And JB, is Tony Romo a psychic? He said this feels like, and I quote, a 24-20 game in the beginning of the game.
So Tony Romo is one. First, I go from reverse. Tony Romo is one of the greatest announcers that the NFL has ever seen since John Madden. Right, and we need to cherish this, and we need to appreciate hearing him and listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Give the play-by-play on the Sundays when he does get that chance to. What is it on CBS?
CBS,
right? Yeah. Listen, hey, take
Hello,
advantage.
Friends, Jim Nance here.
Jim Nance, you know what I'm saying? Take advantage of Tony Romo out there calling these games. Listen and learn because this man is amazing. He knows the game of football. He wasn't a shitty quarterback. He was just on a weird ass team. You know what I'm saying? No, Mitch, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Certain things psychics can't even see. Certain things psychics can't even see. But with that being said, the Bills, Benny, it's hard to say. Again, it's week 6, right? Yeah, they showing good things against the Kansas City Chiefs, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, look. What's the Bills' record?
Bills' record currently the Mafia.
Mitch, Mitch?
Mitch, where are you with the stats? This is your job, Mitch.
You should have been on there, right? Either way it goes, right?
5-1.
We've seen great football. We've seen mediocre football. We've seen enough to win football, right? Now, if we look at Kansas City, where there's some mistakes made, yes. So the Bills weren't just beating their ass. You know what I'm saying? They made some mistakes and the Bills capitalized on it. So I ain't crowning nobody. Word to Denny Green, goddammit. I ain't crowning nobody yet. Ain't nobody getting that crown yet. Nobody, not even Philly. They not getting that crown yet. Week 6.
Well, you know what, Dr. Bridges, you sound like a man who has learned a lot in your days of playing and the days of observing the game that we call foosball. So we're going to switch up a little recap. And because we're about, a third of the way through season, quarter of the way through season, however you want to look at it, let's talk about some stuff that we've learned. What we learned in 2022. Here's something we each have our point. So this is mine. I don't believe, JB, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I don't believe that Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers at this point in their life and career care about winning football. I think that it would be nice if they won, and I think that they want to play. But the reality is, I don't think either of those gentlemen at this point in their careers are particularly engaged with the team and what it takes to actually do what they need to do and know what they need to do to actually make a run at a title. So that's what I feel like I've learned in 2022. But what are your thoughts on Brady and Rodgers so far this season? So one, yes, the other one, no. And I'm gonna say yes to Aaron Rodgers being disengaged. I thought you were gonna say Brady.
No, sir, not at all. So now, and I'll give you my philosophy in a second. Aaron Rodgers is disengaged, right? You can tell by the way he's playing ball. He's not really feeling these young cats. You know what I'm saying? He's basically like a little brat walking around stomping his feet because he don't have nobody to throw the ball to, right? And then he'll drop the ball when he throws it to him, so on and so forth. So it's not that he don't care about winning, but the play of the people around him is making him not care about winning. He's like, fuck it. They ain't trying to win. I ain't trying to win either, right? Tom Brady got a lot going on, all right? Tom Brady about to lose his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a divorce going on right now. This man's trying to play a football season. It's not that he don't care about winning. It's just that he can't really focus on it like he wants to. This is Tom Brady.
Antonio Brown's in his pool house. What the hell's going on?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This is the he's sending videos of him fucking smacking his wife's ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the consummate pro here we're talking about. The ultimate competitor, Tom fucking Brady, right?
That's why I think his mind is out, though. That's what I'm saying.
It's not that he don't care about winning. It's just that right now he can't focus enough to get it done. Now, mind you, they've been playing some weird ball, right? They've been playing some kind of weird ball, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, things ain't been coming together for him. But again, Benny, it's week 6. It's week fucking 6, bro. Right? We talking about a lot of different things here, right? But it's week 6. So Tom Brady, a lot on his mind. Aaron Rodgers, he's kind of like, I'm gonna take my ball and go home right now, you know what I'm saying? Because he ain't really feeling these young cats, man. Playoffs, you're talking about playoffs, right? Playoffs? What, you kidding me? We talking playoffs? Listen, it's rough out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, we'll move on to what you've learned, Dr. Bridges, and that is coach makes the culture don't make the coach. Who are some of these coaches that have come in and you feel like have really established themselves? I think Nick Sirianni is certainly one of them. And who do you think are some of these coaches that have not established the appropriate culture for winning going forward?
You're going to have to help me with these names. Okay, Sirianni in Philly, check.
Correct.
The cat in New York, check.
Saleh,
right?
Robert Saleh?
No, the other
Daboll. Brian Daboll.
Check. Yep. Saleh, check. Right? The cat in Minnesota, check.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. And then, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like that, those are like the most notable new coaches, right?
Right.
Yeah, you're right, bro. When you come out, I mean, Doug Peters, you know what I'm saying? Like Jacksonville is pretty much the same team they were last year. To be honest, they're not really doing no better than they were. You know, they got a lot of. I think they'll be better down the stretch because Doug he's a veteran coach. So I think they'll be better down the stretch than the other teams will fare, right? We talked about that. Again, there's going to be a change in there's going to be a change in the weather here in a little bit. And everybody's going to be like, man, what happened to such and such team? Jacksonville is going to start to pick it up because of the Dougie P. But other than that, like, they're out there, right? You know what I'm saying? Miami coach. I mean, yeah, he just got a shitload of talent, right? He's smart because he lets his guys go crazy, right? That's why he's smart. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he's not one of those cats, you know what I'm saying, is going to be like trying to restrict them. But he does preach discipline. And you're right, Sean. And I didn't mention him, but he does preach discipline, especially offensive discipline, because you don't see them making a lot of mistakes. We need to see, Mitch, how penalized are the Miami Dolphins this year, right? I guarantee they're probably, you know what I'm saying, in the lower half of teams, you know what I'm saying, that have been penalized because this cat does preach discipline, right? They're not a penalized football team, offensively or defensively. So that means that these practices are running smooth. That means that he's holding them accountable. That means, you know what I'm saying, that he's demanding that they do their job and be professional. So, yeah, of course, man, these cats, you know what I'm saying, are coming in and they're saying, you know what, this is how we're going to play. They're understanding their teams, right? First and foremost. They're not coming in with the old dude.
Just about to say.
Yeah, with the old dude mentality, like, nah, you're going to do it my way. This is how we going to. Nah, you have to adapt to these young kids. You know what I'm saying? They punks. I'm just being honest. They punks. They sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Now, you ain't got to kiss their ass, but if you come at them a way that they can understand, they can relate to you, right? And you can associate, you know what I'm saying, some things that you know with the way that they feel and act, you're going to have success. And that's what these young coaches are doing. So shout out to them.
Yep. Mitch says they're ranked 28th. Mitch, is that good that they're ranked 28th? Or is that bad?
So 28th meaning there's 32 teams, right? So 28th is great.
Well,
right?
in terms of where like the most of the least.
No, number one will be the most penalized team, right? So that's probably going to be, if I gotta guess, you know what? Let's try to guess right now who's the most penalized team, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say the fucking Bears.
Wow. I have no clue. I'm going to say the Broncos. I'm just going to say the Broncos. I feel like they're sloppy enough. But
Mitch?
To your point, real quick, before we move on to a special Mitch segment, Nick Sirianni is the best example of this, where his coaching matches with his talent, right? Where he took his philosophy and he put together the right pieces where they might not have a ton of guys necessarily jumping off the page per se,
right,
but he's making guys into stars. Rams are number one, Denver's 32. Okay.
Understand this though, like, so when you get guys to buy into your system and say, hey, this is where I need you to be, this is what I need you to do, you're going to have great success. Point blank, period.
Yeah, God willing. All right, Mitch, it's been dubbed Mitch's Theory of Suckativity, why teams suck in prime time. We're bringing you on the stream, goddammit. You really put together some stats, and we're going to let you plead your case about why this year teams have been so mediocre when they're playing under the big lights.
Let them hear it, Mitch.
So the original on the lines of the feeling of NFL this year and how points are down and how they suck. My theory is the primetime games suck, not the normal games. They're scoring at about an average pace, but the difference is in 2021, teams on primetime, which was one less game than we've had this year, teams in primetime scored 941 points through 6 weeks. 2022, 729 with an extra game, being that Titans-Bills 730.
Doubleheader, yeah.
I don't know. But also the big thing is 2021, the point differential was 174 points with 941 scored. Whereas this year, there's 729 points with 189 point differential, which means there's less points scored and they're farther away. The games are more blowouts and somehow not scoring in the first place. Plus, last year, being Cardinals fans that mostly listen to this, I'm sure, the very first game that the Cardinals played, they won 38-13 and gave hope to this franchise, where now the Cardinals are 2-4. So I don't think the season itself sucks for the NFL. I think the fact that the Cardinals are down and primetime sucks, because get Denver off my screen, dang it.
Jesus.
Get
Denver.
them all away. That whole get all of them away. The most they've scored in 4 games on primetime is 16 points. That's it.
Oof.
And they did it twice.
Let's ride them out of town, goddammit.
Yeah, no, I'm done with them. So adding Denver plus the horrible primetime games plus Denver plus Cardinals not as good equals NFL not as much fun this year.
Okay.
Plus Denver.
JB, Mitch has been in the lab with a white coat. He has a bunch of
he's got a smock on, you know what I'm saying, and literally they'll say he's putting, you know what I'm saying, all these
Bunsen beakers, and he's
Bunsen,
doing
yeah,
it.
you know what I'm saying.
I need the glasses from that Miami coach that we were just talking
about. You need those glasses, you know what I'm saying. From the kicker we just signed, that's what you need those, you need those.
Oh yeah, Rodriguez. Oh, I need goggles. That's what I need. I need those goggles.
Yeah, you need your goggles, right? Yeah. So I agree, you know what I'm saying. I like look, it's hard to disagree with Mitch, you know what I'm saying. I do it sometimes just to fuck with him, but like it's hard to disagree with Mitch, you know what I'm saying, because Mitch does his homework. I'm gonna agree wholeheartedly, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they definitely. So the thing about it is that they drunk the Kool-Aid, right? The NFL drunk the Kool-Aid. Russ signed with the Broncos. They were like, put this motherfucker on every Thursday night game. We got a way to get this Thursday night games popping. We got a way to get our money back from Prime. We got a way to do all of this shit. It's Russ. And Russ ain't cooking, all right? Russ out here, you know what I'm saying, burning the whole kitchen down, all right? It's just bad, man.
That's right. It's bad. Well, and listen, you can't blame them. I mean, what would you expect? I mean, they want to put their stars on TV, and they're just not getting the job done. But I'm Mitch. We're with you. Take the Broncos off our goddamn screen. Otherwise, we're gonna fucking binge Netflix or some shit. Because goddamn NFL, keep our eyes, keep our viewership.
We're gonna boycott Prime.
Yep.
And I ain't talking Coach Prime. We're gonna boycott Prime.
All right. So Mitch will be back on in a second. That was some Week 6 recap. Before we get into some Week 7 picks and some savage reactions. Of course, we got to pay a couple bills. Again, tap in with our guys, Valley Boy Association Clothing. Go to valleyboyassociation.com and use code podcast22 for 20% off your order at checkout. And, of course, our guy, it's timtobuy.com. Get your new or pre-owned vehicle. Text review. 515-444-7003 or message him at It's Tim to Buy on Instagram, and he will get you into the car of your dreams. BG Faithful. Get your Burger All Day unisex shirt made to order, 100% combined cotton. So comfortable. Use code BG at checkout for 10% off your order. That's jbandbennybluereview.com/store. Listen, man, if you're fucking with the content, please follow us at JB and Benny Blue on all social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You're going to see clips from the episodes. Exclusive thoughts from JB and myself. You saw him talking about Russ recently, the BG, Draymond Green. That one's doing numbers online. We love it. We appreciate all the engagement, all that stuff. And listen, we are live streaming 7:30, 7:45 Pacific time and 10:30, 10:45 Eastern time Wednesdays, baby. All right. Now, before we get into some week 7 picks, we got to see how we did after 6 weeks of picks, baby. And with a drum roll, please. Yeah. Dr. Bridges is at 47, 45, and 1, but yours truly is at 53, 39, and 1. Let's go through them.
Damn.
We both picked the Bears to win at home. They did not. We both picked the Vikings. Got that one right. We both picked the Ravens. They lost to the G-Men. The Patriots beat the Browns. They both got the Bungles. The Falcons got it done against the Niners. The Jets, my pick of the week. The Jets got it done. Steelers beat the Bucks. Colts beat the Jags, which I got right. We both picked the BG. They lost in Seattle, as we just talked about. Both picked the Rams. I had the Bills. JB had the Eagles correctly, and we both had the Chargers. And my kiddies, Mitch's Titans, the Raiders, and the Texans both had, or all, I should say, had buys. So it's going down. So without further ado, let's get into the shit right now with some motherfucking week 7 savage picks. And wouldn't you know it, we are starting with the BG hosting that big gumbo bowl, baby. And the line is 1.5 for the BG at home.
If they gonna have Cliff pass the clipboard, we're gonna see a more offensive offense. I know it sounds weird. A more aggressive offense, a more attacking offense. If we attack, it ain't many teams that can beat us because of the weapons that we got. We will beat the Saints because their secondary is kind of spotty. Right, the D-line is their strength, to be honest. And, of course, their quarterback situation is like whatever. What I hope don't happen is Taysom Hill fucking run for fucking 335 yards on our ass. I'm a boy looking. I might fucking blow that shit up. No Thomas, we in that ass. You know what I'm saying? Papa.
Yeah, Hollywood Brown, 4 to 6 weeks looks like. Hudson is out as well, but they are.
We did pretty good, though. See, we did pretty good, though. You know what I'm saying? With Hudson out, you know what I'm saying? The kid that sub for him, he did pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So you can always make up for that offensive line injury, you know what I'm saying, by doing different things to help the offensive line so the D-line can't just pin their ears back, right? So
Jameis, he's back. So I'm taking the BG as well. I do not expect the Mormon Swiss Army knife to be running around on the BG, because the one thing you can say that I think they are going to be able to handle themselves on is making plays when they need to on defense. It's all about what they're going to do to integrate Robbie Anderson and get D-Hop back to speed, because now they have the deep threat. Kyler, right. If you want to be a gunslinger, then damn it, let them motherfucking bullets fly, baby, because clearly you can't make any reads short. So throw something over the top where you guys can get it. Yes,
coaching.
Rounds out.
Coaching.
What a position
right?
God damn it.
Teach this motherfucker to throw the ball short. Like, don't let him do that shit in practice where you want to throw the ball down the field 130 times a game. Fuck. Sometimes you got to take what the defense give you.
Right. But now what I'm saying is now there's more options. There's more guys that can get open for him. So just all I'm saying is make the right reads, Kyler. That's it.
And let the fucking ball go, you asshole.
All right, so we're both taking the BG. All right. It's divorce court Tom and his Buccaneers going to JB's former employer, the Keep Pounding Panthers. And the line is 10 for the Panthers on the road.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Mitch, you're even gonna pull up injuries for this. The Carolina is now officially getting ready to gun for that number 1 pick. That's what they're doing. They got old Steve Wilkes at the helm. They got Robbie out of there. Injuries. Sam Darnold's on the IR. Yeah, it's not going to matter. TB's coming out and they're coming out swinging. Apparently, JB, the O-line, appreciated his fiery pep talk, and I expect them to push the Panthers' defensive front around a little bit. So we're both taking the Bucks. All right, it's the boom, 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 go, Pack, go. Heading to the Washington Commanders, and the line is 5 for the Packers on the road.
I'll take the Packers versus the Commanders. I mean, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll take them, right?
Yeah, I think it is a tricky matchup. I'm going to go ahead and take Packers just for the uncertainty of what you're going to actually get from Carson Wentz, even if he's going to play. You're right, so I'll try and trade the fucking best player. But Wentz might be out, as Mitch is saying. Yeah, I mean,
that's good for them.
Right. It might be better. So I'm taking the Packers as well. All right, a matchup that's near and dear to Mitch's heart. It's the Chad Carr's Colts against the Tighten Up Titans, and the line is 2.5 for Mitch's Titans at home. Coming off the bye week.
Being at home, man, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying? I have faith in Vogel, all right? I think that Tennessee is going to put together a great defensive game plan to make Matty Ice turn the ball over a couple times. I think Tennessee gets to win. I think King Henry wakes up this week too, you know what I'm saying? So I think he runs for big yards, all right? And, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We out here.
I'm taking the Titans as well, as Mitch said as well. They're coming off the bye week. Sounds like some questionables, some banged up, but nobody significant out. And listen, the Colts are about as bipolar as you can get of a team. You do not know what you're going to get from the Colts week to week. 100-yard games in a row, Mitch says. He is awake. King Henry is awake. So I'm taking the Titans as well, and I like them clearing that line also. All right, it's the Falcons, the Dirty Birds. They snuck in a solid win last week against a banged up Niners team. They're heading to the Big Chili Bowl against the Bungles, and the line is 6 for Cincy at home.
I wouldn't take the line, but I will take the Bengals. Right? We'll take the Bengals just because they're at home.
Yep, no major injuries. It looks like just some questionables. I'm taking the Bengals as well. Potential letdown game, but I do think they will have enough firepower to get past the old Falcons, so I'm taking them as well. All right, it's a dog quote the Raven nevermore, and the line is 6.5 for Will's Ravens. I
don't know what the hell the Ravens got going on and why they're losing these games like they're losing, but I got faith.
David Clowney out for the Browns.
I got faith. Right,
Dom's out for the Ravens.
I got faith in the Ravens, right? At home, especially. When you're in B-more, Benny, you got to be more careful. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take the Ravens.
Taking the Ravens, too. I mean, the Browns are just at the point now where they're not going to be able to get shit right until Deshaun Watson comes back. They're just not. Like, that's just where it's at. Kevin Stefanski's been making some questionable decisions in some of these games also. And like Mitch was saying, they're banged up on defense, and they have to have that defense stout to hold it down. Because if they can't get anything going with the running game with Chubb, and they're depending on fucking Jacoby Brissett to save them, that is not a recipe for winning football. So I'm taking the Ravens as well. All right, as the G-men head down to Duval, and the line is 3 for the Jaguars. What the hell going on, Vegas? What do you know, Vegas?
Here's the thing. What did we just talk about? What did we just talk about earlier, right? There's going to be a slice of humble pie served to these teams that are winning right now.
Oh, yeah.
And that slice of humble pie is coming from a nice bakery in Duval.
Oh,
no. Because I'm taking the Jacksonville Jaguars to win, all right?
I like what I'm saying from the G-Man. I don't care that Kenny Galladay's out, because once Kenny Galladay decided not to re-sign with the Lions, he forgot how to play football. And they're running. And the thing is, will the Jaguars put the clamps on Saquon Barkley? I don't think they will. I do think the Giants' comeuppance is coming for them. I just don't think it's this week. I actually might even bet on this game. I might be feeling a little spicy. So I'm taking the G-Man. All right, Dr. Bridges. Speaking of my team, off of a much-needed bye, good God Almighty, it's the fucking Kitties going against. How about them Cowgirls? I mean, them Cowboys, and the line is 7 for the Cowboys at home. And Mitch, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Dak is going to play in this one.
So, couple of intangibles here, right? If Dallas would have won last week, I would pick the Lions, right? But they got their ass served up on a platter, right? So that means they're going to go and literally fine-tooth comb everything. Dallas is a better football team than Detroit, right? If they play well, even with Dak at the helm, which I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cooper Rush got that big slice of humble pie last week, right? Because he was riding high, right? He had to eat that motherfucker and take a shit. Now, are the Dallas Cowboys going to cater to Dak and do the same thing that they were doing with Cooper Rush offensively for Dak, who's a better quarterback, because dropping Dak back 25 times a game is what got his ass killed, right?
Pretty much.
So are they going to do that? Are they going to listen and say, man, okay, we did it again with Cooper Rush. If we do it with Dak, it'll be way better. right? Are they going to do that? I'm going on talent. I'm going on them being at Dallas. I'm going on the fact that you guys got some soul searching to do, right? I'm going to roll with Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, look, there is a pathway for the Kitties to win this game, but the biggest thing is, with the injuries in the scheme and the issues with talent, the reality is teams have the ability to slice and dice and just march down the field, right? And the Kitties aren't doing themselves any favors in the red zone either. Now they're going to have Swift back. They're going to be for the most part, pretty healthy on the offense, and the offense is not what I'm worried about. So the only pathway for the Kitties to go down to Dallas, to Jerry World, and steal one is if they're able to match point for point, blow for blow, scope for scope on offense, because the damn sure is not going to happen on defense. There's nobody that they got for him other than my guy Rodrigo. And if 800 can finally get loose, that's really going to make a difference. Now, Dak, with his sometimes lack of mobility and the nagging injury, will they be able to get to him? I don't know, but that's the only pathway that they're going to have to actually go down there and steal.
Here's the thing. You said you hit the nail on the head, though. Lack of mobility, he needs to run the fucking ball more. Right? He needs to get out and just run and get them the 2 or 3 yards for a first down and slide and get out. Kind of like this little motherfucker. Yeah. I need Super Mario to get that star. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! Well, listen, Mitch has been circling this one. This is this week's Mitch's money-making pick of the week. He's taken the spread, the Lions +7 against the BG. So that means they got to be within that window or win the game for you. Yeah. Yes, you reviewers, to make some coin. Last week, his money-making pick of the week was the Saints +1.5 against the Bengals. That one didn't work out, but I see why you bet that one, because that one actually had the potential until late.
Mitch, I'm not taking your betting advice. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I don't, I'm just not.
All right. It's the Texans at the who desperately need a win. And the Lions, a touchdown for the Razor home. Mitch says he's 1-1 with his picks. That's correct. Both teams off of a bye. Both of these teams are off of a bye.
Vegas more talent. I got Vegas.
Yeah, I'm going Vegas too. Texans when they really get up for a game can steal one, but the Raiders are in a crucial point of the season where they need to get the dub, and they damn sure can't fall to the Texans, especially like what you said about the Cowboys, where they're able, when they're coming off the season or some of these recent games they had, they're going to examine things a little bit more closely than if they were just getting straight dubs. That humble pie isn't coming from them because they've already been humbled thus far. They're coming off a bye week. They're going to be ready. They're going to be at home, and I'm taking them as well. All right. Speaking of humble pie, JB, like you said in our first segment, is the JETS Jets going to Mile High with Let's Ride, and the line is 3 for the Broncos at home.
This is going to be the game where New York gets that ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Denver's going to finally wake up and say, you know what, man? Let's just do things that are catering to this kid that we just gave all this money to. This grown man, I should say, he ain't a kid no more. Let's do the things catering to him. Let's let him loose, turn him loose, and see what he does. And Russ gonna fucking do his thing. Like, when he's comfortable, he's a nasty motherfucker still to this day. There's no way he fell off like that. You just got to put him in position to win. I'm taking the Broncos, especially at home.
I don't know if the Broncos are quite learned yet. I'm taking the Jets just simply for their defense. Now, hey, maybe Mitch's theory is correct. When we remove the Broncos from prime time, maybe they're actually going to play better. So
they might.
That won't surprise me, but I'm going to take the Jets, especially because I like that line. All right. It's the Squawks. Neighbor's like, what the fuck is going on? Neighbor's pounding the ceiling. It's the Squawks going against the LA, San Diego, San Antonio, Barstow, fucking Bakersfield Chargers, Superchargers, and the line is 7 for the Chargers at home. This feels like a jank game, JB.
It does feel like a jank game, but Chargers at home. All right, just because they beat us last week, I feel like the Chargers really took a close look, and they're like, you know what? We can't let these motherfuckers win, all right? Chargers at home.
No major injuries, as Mitch points out. We just got a few games left, and yes, I am taking the Chargers as well. I know the kicker's banged up, but damn it, he went in there and got the job done on a bum hamstring, so more firepower. I know they're missing Joey Bosa, but hey, they're playing well.
Yeah, Wheezy.
All right, it's the Chiefs Kingdom into the Niner guy. All right, it's the Chiefs -3 on the road. Dr. Bridges.
San Francisco plays very well at home, right?
They're banged up. But
the Kansas City Chiefs, you know what I'm saying, again, just took an L. Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, you know what I'm saying, Spag Nasty, Kansas City Chiefs.
One thing the Chiefs do not do, and certainly do not do often, is drop 2 in a row. The Niners are banged up. It's going to be too much firepower. I am taking the Chiefs as well. All right, Sunday Night Football. It's the Steelers, the kind of getting hot Steelers, JB, going down to the old Bermuda Triangle to face Miami, and the line is a touchdown for Miami. Ooh, I like this one. Mitch, this should have been your bet, honestly. Tua is back. Tua is back.
Tua need to back his ass the fuck up. So,
hope so, Sean. But if CT when he's fucking 27
on the way to the AO, right, to the 305.
And he picking us out.
I'm gonna go to the Steelers, man. Mike Tomlin, right? He's just, he's gonna turn it around. You know he's gonna get it turned around, right? And then the fact that if Tua starts and they're gonna send more motherfuckers to Tua than the IRS when you delinquent your taxes, we got Pittsburgh.
Yeah, man, I'm taking the Steelers as well. Just because Tua's back, I don't think it's going to be like a light switch, and I think the Steelers are going to play more balanced ball and control the clock to win the game.
America, we all need to stay up for Tua before this game starts. I'm just being honest.
For real. Like if Tua even goes like this for 1 second, if Tua sneezes, take him out of the game. Like, no. Get him out there. By the way, he said I believe he came out and said that he had actually like blacked out or passed out from the hit briefly, the original one before the game where they actually had to like take him out for real. So there you go. We're both taking the Steelers. And finally, it's a Monday Night Football. Talking about under the lights. Good God Almighty! It's the Bears against the Pats, dude, and the line is 7.5 for the Pats at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Pats, man. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Bill Belichick versus whoever the fuck the Bears coach is. And then, you know what I'm saying, the fact that they just can't get it together. They don't know what the fuck they want to be. It's just a horrible football team with the Bears right now. Sorry, Spice. I mean, I get it, them your boys, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever. They bad, real bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm taking the Pats too. Whether it's Bailey Zappi or Mac Jones, Belichick is going Belichick, and mine F them all which way possible. And I like the Patriots, and I think I might like the line too. We'll see. Probably will be Jones, as Mitch said. Bye weeks, the Mafia, the Rams, the Eagles, or the Vikings, and the EAGLES Eagles. We'll see who's right, who's wrong, who is both right, and who is both wrong. And before we get on up out of here, Dr. Bridges, we promised it, we teased it, and damn it, now it's time. We have to react to some new music for our guy Perks the Amenity. The song is called Dope. It is available now for streaming, Spotify, all that stuff. I have not heard this song. I'm not sure if JB has heard the song, but he's our guy. He got us in the DM. And listen, if you want to submit your new music for a live Savage reaction, you know what to do. Reach out to us, JB and Benny Blue Review at gmail.com. So without further ado, let's get into the song. I'm going to turn up the volume so we can all hear it. And here we go. The song is called Dope by guy Perks the Amenity. Wow.
Been a long time coming.
Sample, baby.
Hey, bitch, I'm Big Turkey and I'm doper than some fentanyl. If you want something, just know that I got it out. If the feds ask you, then you do not know it all. Ain't no excuses, just know that I heard it all. Give him my encore, leave with the curtain call. I play the middle, so I hope that you run the ball. Shoot up the egg if you know I'ma knock him off. Break his ass off like I'm yelling out, Mazel Tov. Big person shooter like him, Nicky, a camera off. Flash him with them red beams, I'm coming like Kavanaugh. Run his ass down, so you know I got stamina. With the say rag, bitch, you know I'm the damager. Bitch, I'm the same, even though I'm off camera. Sticks and them stones like we straight out the Camelot. Damn boys with polo, so you know that they capitalize. Raise your whole city, boy, you know how I vandalize. Handle mine, send a chill down your spine. Boy, you done like Columbine, you can never hold the line. Up at your funeral, sign my name a Butterline. You can never play with mine, or I'ma play that night. Had a bitch on Dateline, know the cake was damn fine. Got all the intel, I heard it through the grapevine. With them desert demons, you know I'm coming with them canines. Square box Chevy strapped up with some K5. Came with an M5, now I need an M9. Sick of this, some K2. Oh, you think you played who? Knock him out like Babe Ruth, leave my team like Vrabel. Bitch, I'm the guy, even though I don't watch cable. Perks really done it, y'all boys are just some fables. Better hold your horses, you gon' end up in a stable. Refuse to be a victim or put up as a label. I really put that work in, and now I turn the tables. I'm living great, I'm living life, I'm living proof. I know I'm the coldest when I step up in the booth. I elevate, I'm about to raise it to the roof. Sit down the Yeti with gorillas out the zoo.
Good stuff right there. So
that's dope by Perks the Amenity.
I got to hear that song, you know what I'm saying? Again, he helped me out, you know what I'm saying, at the T-Mobile store. I'm not going to disclose the location, you know what I'm saying, but it was close to my workplace, if you know where I work. But wonderful young man, you know what I'm saying? He's passionate about what he does. He played a lot of music for me, and it was all good, right? You know what I'm saying? I told him, I said, if you put together an EP or like a small project and I had it playing, I could let that shit play and just let it play. As you heard, you know what I'm saying? He's polished. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? This is one of, I ain't going to say this is one of his lesser songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, dope. This song was cool, and the sample was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's made those connections and got those production, you know what I'm saying, people in his back pocket, you know what I'm saying, where they're doing good things for him. But this kid's from Buffalo, New York, right? He's heavily influenced. He's heavily influenced by, of course, the Wu-Tangs, you know what I'm saying, and all of those New York rappers, you know what I'm saying.
You hear the Griselda, that kind of Griselda vibe.
I would say he's been following them cats for a long time. He told me, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, he's literally from Buffalo, right? You know what I'm saying? So this cat, he can go. Like, and I probably heard the whole time I was in there, probably about 30 minutes or so waiting on my phone to switch over because I got a new phone in there. I probably heard about 9 to 10 songs in this fool. He was killing everyone he hit. So shout out to this young man, you know what I'm saying? Perks the Amenity young man, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you so much, you know what I'm saying, for helping me out on my phone. But we appreciate your savage, you know what I'm saying, your feed for Savage Reaction. It's good stuff, man. You know, since keep doing your thing. Like I told you that day, keep writing, keep making connections, keep getting good production, keep finding things that are right for you. You know what I'm saying, and continue to put that hot, you know what I'm saying, hot lyric on track.
Yeah, man. Good beat selection. Big fan of the sample. Definitely has he has a really good mic presence. Like he has a great voice. Yes. For that style that he's doing. Definitely like the bars probably could have, and maybe there's just like a stylistic choice. Definitely like to hear like the boom pow punchlines. You know what I mean? Like really getting them. But I like that overall flow was good. I thought it was. And
he has that. That's what I said. Like
right.
this is
I'm very curious to hear. I am very curious to hear more. Perks, we appreciate you. Thank you for submitting music. If you submit more, we will certainly react to it.
Oh, for sure.
Sean, we appreciate you tapping in as well.
I'm hollering soon, buddy.
So if you want to check out Dope, which is a dope song, again, you can find it on Spotify, wherever you listen to music. Make sure to add that to your playlist, and we will be having more of his music to react to, especially when he has some new releases to drop. We'll get it here for some savage reactions. But that's it, folks. It's been a hell of a show. JB, your final thoughts on a little bit of We Need Us, my guy. What's the deal?
Go vote. 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 Wherever you are, it's lower level elections right now, you know what I'm saying, for city councils and all this other shit going on. Go fucking vote, all right? These are the people that make a difference. These are the people that actually fight for you. Go vote, all right? Other than that, man, treat your brother like you would have them treat you. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, treat your neighbor like you would have them treat your child, right? Do that, right? Of course, you know what I'm saying? That's JB's We Need Us, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up, man. At JB and Benny Blue, all social media platforms, you know what I'm saying, and TikTok, you know what I'm saying. Go to YouTube, like, subscribe, 5-star on iTunes, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? That's right, Miss Lower Level Effect, us, the people, you know what I'm saying. Out here in the desert, you know what I'm saying, we live stream casualsports.com. That's sports with a Z. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ed Earl, you know what I'm saying, Javon, all the homies, you know what I'm saying. And of course, Money Making Mitch, you know what I'm saying, who joins us to help us out a little bit here on our show. You know what I'm saying? You want to fuck with us for real? You want to hear these melodious voices? Patreon.com/JB and Benny Blue. $1, all right? $1. Me beg for $1. You know what I'm saying? $1 damn, you can still hear this beautiful, beautiful content via voice, right? The vocal content, all right? Check me out on Tuesday nights, man, the Burning Bridges podcast, courtesy of the AAT Sports _ on Twitter and the All About the Birds court at AAT Birds. AAT Sports Media Network on YouTube. Fuck with us, subscribe. You'll be able to see all my sister podcasts on that network, you know what I'm saying, all of my past episodes, right? Sponsorship interviews, new music, just like we just heard from our guy. You know what I'm saying, JB and Benny Blue at gmail.com. Get with us. You see it's real. You know what I'm saying? We've done this before. We do it all the time. Let us know. Let us hear, man. You know what I'm saying? We got you. You got some things you want to talk about. shoot it to us, man. We'll we'll talk about in our production meeting. Run it by Mitch, run it by Benny, run it by myself. See if we can get it in there.
Yes, indeed. Well, reviewers, we appreciate you. Episode 234 of the review. We'll be back, man. We're in the thick of the season, baby, so you know we got plenty of shit to talk about. But until then, stay safe, love one another, watch some foosball, and damn it, eat, drink, and be merry. God damn it. That's right. We love you. We appreciate everybody tapping and dropping your comments and questions.
Yes, sir.
Until next week, we are out. Peace. Yeah, baby.